IVM.
Alright, hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru and my friend Yash is here. Yash, what's up?
Hello, all good, buddy.
Man, why are they like cancelling matches 2 hours before the game? How are we even supposed to plan a weekend or anything if this is what's happening?
Yeah, it's absolutely shambolic. They should just like taken a big break during. I mean, anyway, they cry about the winter break not being there in the Premier League. This was the perfect opportunity to just insert a break here.
But Premier League supposedly came out with a statement on why it will continue. Do you know what useless reasons have they given?
No, I don't read such stupid emails.
All right. But whatever happened is that there were some games on the weekend. Spurs finally came out to play after
Yeah.
what seemed like 2-3 weeks.
Yep.
And they played a game against Liverpool. It was a really good game, first of
Yep.
all. And the game was very good because of Harry Kane. Dude.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take your man's name of Tenga Ndombele.
Wait, we'll get to that. Okay, fine. I don't remember when was Harry Kane's shit, but Ndombele's pass, dude. That was
That was world class. That was amazing.
I'm telling you, man, I love Tanguy so much. And if anything, like Jose Mourinho can take perfect credit for developing this fellow to be a footballer and not some roadside Romeo who plays football by the beach. He was not. Like when he came to Spurs, he just had like 1.5 years of actual football experience in the league. And that was quite bad. So he had no idea of fitness. So he needed some tough love.
He had no idea about fitness.
Dude, his fitness record was terrible. And
this reminds me of the Anderson at Manchester United.
really?
There are stories that people say like he won the Golden Boy and everything, but the reason why he failed, his friends say, was whenever he drove past a McDonald's, he had to stop and get a burger for himself.
Oh no, I don't think Tanguy was that, but Tanguy was like he didn't come through youth systems and things like that, right?
Oh, so he was a rough diamond.
Yeah, and so he really did not know much about fitness, or he didn't pay attention to it. I mean, imagine it took Mourinho on lockdown to knock on his door and say, "Chal mere saath bhag abhi," right? And he had an injury which was prevented him last year. But whenever he plays, we've seen some games with Tanguy, and you know how much I love the guy. He is amazing, and I hope Conte plays him in spite of like me not liking Conte. I think Tanguy should do well. Yeah, so that pass was genius.
Yeah.
But overall, the match was very good. But I should say things soured because the England captain did not get a red card for his tackle on Andy Robertson.
Yeah.
But what was even more surprising is it didn't even go to VAR.
Oh, okay. I mean, why do you think that happened? I mean, why do you find that surprising, rather?
Dude, come on. I mean, this is just annoying. Like, okay, fine. Like, Harry Kane is very good, but even he doesn't need this.
Yeah, he doesn't need this. And you know what? I mean, there is this thing called the VAR cam. What we need is a camera monitoring what the VAR guys are doing. Maybe someone had taken a loo break, or someone had ordered a pizza. Something of that sort had happened that... this wasn't even looked at by VAR, because there's clearly like a good candidate for review, this tackle.
So after the match, I have no idea what Conte said, because I'm generally not interested in what Conte speaks after the game. But Harry Kane has a statement which says that, I think I got like the ball and just, didn't touch Andy or something like that. So he was like basically justifying himself, which was okay. Like as a player, you do that. Arsene Wenger is famous for saying, I did not see.
It.
But the Premier League guys, PG Mall, the managers or referees, whatever that organization is,
right?
They come out and they say that Andy Robertson was not injured because he jumped. The impact was so less, and that is one of the reasons why it was not given a red card. Like, what the they're saying that people should genuinely get their legs broken, and only then a red card would be given.
Yeah, I mean, strictly by the letter of the law, that was dangerous play, because as we have seen, a number of red cards are given simply because the studs are showing. And in other cases, when there hasn't even been an impact, players have been sent off. So I don't know what new rule they have come up with that you have to injure someone.
Yeah, one of the cases I can remember is like, Anthony Martial on Eric Lamela. I didn't even know there was a contact, but he was given a
No,
red
no,
card,
no.
right?
That's completely different. That was off the ball violent behavior, right?
Yeah, okay, sure. That was very violent behavior, but yeah, dude,
No,
this was
so this I get. Now people were. I mean, I'm sure you'll come to this. People were complaining about Robertson sending off eventually, which they believed was not a sending off or whatever.
why.
No,
I
but
mean, that
people.
was absolutely dangerous play. He almost broke Emerson
Yeah, so
Royal,
so so there was intent there, right? So they felt that was violent behavior. So the only
and
reason why I mean, the only argument I see for not sending off Harry Kane there is genuinely the ball was there for winning, and simply, whatever, to Robertson's touch or whatever, he did not get the ball, or
so
as he
he did
claimed.
not get the ball. He
Yeah,
was so far away. He came
yeah,
studs up,
yeah.
and if they think Robertson jumped, like Kane still got him, right? So
Yeah, I
imagine
mean,
how
it's
high.
a silly argument that possibly what they're saying is that he was slow enough for Robertson to to do an evasive maneuver. But yeah, I mean, see, what saves him here is that the ball was in play. It was not completely. I don't think it was completely in Robertson's control. So it was there for. I mean, if he had he made a clean tackle, then this incident we wouldn't have been talking about. The reason why we're talking about it is because the nature of the tackle um, makes it such that the studs are showing, etc., etc. So yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced by the argument, but the argument the refs are making are this was not intentional violent behavior, and nor was it dangerous play. So we just let it go.
Oh, this is what Conte said.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't want to speak about the decision of the referee. I think the game was good for both the teams. Harry played a
Mhm.
good game. He scored one goal. For him and us, it was a goal of vital importance. He had chances to score other goals. He's an important player. We are happy that in an important game he scored. Wow.
Uh,
Yes, Conte.
yeah, he's better at evading than Robertson is for sure.
Dude, yeah. Anyway, so like anyway, I think that changed the game, but people are going gaga over Deli Ali's performance. So when you said, yo, man, I thought you're going to talk about Deli Ali with the new
No,
funky hairstyle and everything.
I
People are just
mean,
going crazy about it.
yeah, I don't know, man. Dele Alli peaked too early in his life. I mean, had he had that, I mean, that season that they came third in a two-horse race, that's the only season when he's looked world class. And simply because he was in the early 20s, people just shoehorned him into that category where he doesn't belong. I just hope our club does not fall into this trap. I've said
No,
it many times before.
our club is in doldrums. We have no idea who we are going to buy. We are like only 8 days away. This is just getting shambolic. But yeah, all in all, a good game. Spurs created enough chances, but I have a feeling that things may. The good thing, continuing with Spurs, is that UEFA suddenly decide that Spurs are going to lose their Conference League game 3-0 and they're kicked out of the Conference League.
Yeah, forfeit. I mean, could be a blessing in disguise because, I mean, who would want to win a third tier European trophy? I mean, even Spurs
There,
don't want to win that.
there are two people who are desperate to win the trophy.
Arsenal?
No, not Arsenal. One is a Roma manager and one is a Leicester manager.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as Spurs were kicked out, Roma and Leicester were appointed favorites to win the trophy. But yes, and Klopp, dude, Klopp, man, poor guy. And Klopp, it just sounded like Jose Mourinho. He started off with, and he said Tierney so many times. I got confused. Why is he talking about Arsenal's Tierney so much?
Yeah, yeah.
But
He's talking at the ref.
yeah, he's talking about Paul Tierney. He said maybe he doesn't like me. I don't know what I've done to him. I get along with every other ref and all of that. He had genuine grievances. You can't even. I've seen the entire post match interview.
Hmm.
I mean, it seemed like someone who was really angry about that decision. So
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, yeah, as Conte has said, it was a good game for the neutrals as well. There were some good
hey,
goals scored. It was end-to-end stuff, and I mean, honestly, Spurs had the better chances.
they did.
And
Didn't Harry Kane miss one or two sitters?
I wouldn't call them sitters. I think Son was through on goal, and ended up
That
not
was because
scoring.
of Alisson's mistake, which he scored.
No, no, no. There was one more where he was kind of through on goal and could have done
Yeah.
better types.
But yeah, now with Europa Conference League gone, Conte will get 1 week to prepare his team like
Hmm.
from Jan. So
Yeah, if this performance is something to go by, then it augurs well for Spurs. Like they are a good candidate for fourth place.
yeah, but you can't say that. Last year December they were almost top of the league. So
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Could go either way.
So, okay, talking of Tierney, I don't watch Arsenal games, and because Manchester United games are postponed all the time, you seem to have taken a shine for Arsenal through Robbie and the AFTV gang.
Yo.
My first question is: does Tierney play for Arsenal anymore?
There are a bunch of youngsters playing. Who cares about names and all? They're all interchangeable Arteta puppets.
Can you name some of them?
Though, so finally, Gabriel Martinelli is showing why he is world class. Then, of course, Bukayo Saka is showing all those racists about how good he is.
I see. And what about this
And
fellow Eddie Nketiah?
though, but I have been informed by Arsenal fans that this is like a shop window move. He needs big money move somewhere. So for salary, he's playing so well.
Who is?
Eddie Nketiah.
Why? Like, is
Because
he
he doesn't get into the Premier League squad. So the hat trick he scored was in the League Cup.
okay?
So yeah, so I mean it's typical shop window performance.
Oh, you mean like what probably Deli Ali is doing? Imagine the contrast.
Hmm.
When Deli Ali plays well once in 2 years, they don't say he's like shop windowing for a better salary and good club. But NKTR does it, everyone has a problem. What the hell, man? Why are
Yeah,
you being a hypocrite?
well, whatever. I mean, last week we spoke about the captaincy going away from a certain Obama Young, and
Yes.
since it's gone, Arsenal's performance have a great uptick. So maybe they needed a change in leadership on the pitch.
Does Obama play the games or
No, he doesn't play, but it doesn't matter if he plays or not. No, recently he's been a ghost. He's been a shadow of
wow?
himself.
So the highest earning player
Mhm.
of Arsenal by a mile doesn't play, captaincy stripped, and they're doing much better.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, but Arteta seems to be holding his own. He's doing actually quite decently.
yeah. I mean, the teams that they're playing are absolutely shambolic. He defeated our grand frauder. And in the League Cup, who did they play? I even forgot who they thrashed. Sunderland, dude. Sunderland. They played a League One team and thrashed them. So yeah. I'm really adding gas to the hype so that it'll be fun when the
Okay.
balloon
So
bursts
from
later.
from Arsenal, are there any CFLs which have emerged whom we can like beat?
Arsenal is a CFL rich team, buddy. It's like you
Yeah.
you have to ask who is not a CFL.
Okay. Who is not a CFL in Arsenal?
So obviously, Lacazette isn't because he's very old. Then Xhaka is obviously not a CFL because again, age isn't on his side. And yeah, Ramsdale is not a CFL. He's just a person who was not rated before and he's proving people wrong now.
Yeah, man. So it's interesting. I hope Arteta does reasonably well and gets Arsenal fifth every season,
Yeah, that would be
fifth or sixth,
that'll
whatever.
be okay. They'll be fun in the Europa League as well.
Yeah, I know. What are the other games you saw? Oh, before that, you saw Klopp basically saying that everyone in Liverpool is basically vaccinated or will be vaccinated. We are not risking this. It's become a huge thing in football. And what I have seen, there is some statistics being thrown around that only 60 or 65% of Premier League players are double vaccinated. There is massive vaccine hesitancy among footballers.
It's strange. They need modern day heroes like Klopp and Mourinho to come and ask people to get vaccinated.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, they must believe in all sorts of rumors, man. And I mean, just because they're athletes, we shouldn't assume they're responsible adults.
I know, but there will be enough people talking around them, no? Giving them.
Possibly. I mean, I remember like 5 or 6 years back, there was literally a flat earther in an NBA team. So yeah. There was literally a flat earther. I mean, he didn't say I believe in the flat earth theory, but he was like, no, this should be given a chance. Science should investigate such things. So yeah, I
What?
mean, since then my opinion of science literacy in athletes and sportsmen is I mean, I don't have much hope there.
And one of the biggest culprits is your club, Manchester United. I mean, they have a COVID outbreak
Mhm.
right now, but
No,
the
but I mean, vaccinated people can get COVID. In fact,
that's not the point. But there is like a substantial portion of Manchester United team and squad and the entire gang
mhm.
who are not double vaccinated. They are like one of the worst performers in the top in the Premier League clubs, which is quite like I thought Solskjaer would at least like encourage them to at least get jabbed.
Well, I guess the single vaccine also must have come after the managerial change. So thank God for that.
Oh, and Thomas Tuchel. I mean, first of all, he's clearly Chelsea have been playing very well, but Thomas Tuchel is not like Klopp, like or like not overtly talking like Klopp or subtly messaging like Mourinho. He just refused to get into it about vaccinations. He said it. He spoke. It's a personal choice of people. We can't force them. Like what the hell, man? At least,
All the red flags there, right? Oh
yeah.
God,
Like what the hell are you doing?
so weird.
Why can't you just say that you believe
And
vaccines?
especially when you get such good PR when you do it, right? I mean, Pep just went and got himself a vaccine, and there were so many puff pieces about how him just going and getting a vaccine like a normal human being is so great.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So they were like, oh, look how like a common man he's come, his student line or whatever. I mean, I don't think there are big lines in the UK, but it's not like he called up ahead and said, "Ki, Arey, vaccine ready rakhna mere liye." He just came and took a jab and left.
Yeah, it's so weird. And I think one of the reasons Premier League will continue is because there was a party at Boris Johnson's house or office or
Yeah,
some
man, we
random
spoke
thing.
about it. I mean, it's number 10, right? So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So I think we will get some football over this weekend and next. So that's not a problem.
Mhm.
But our Leeds should be hoping that there would have been cancellations. Bielsa, what's gone wrong? We need him in the league. We need this uber idealist like
Uh,
Anne Ryan type personality.
hasn't the club been sold or something recently, or some stake has been sold to someone?
A stake has been.
So I hope that money they use to buy like players who haven't been run to the ground, like that Ailing and whatever, all those people.
Oh yeah, but
Because yeah, clearly, their captain Cooper is not Premier League class, and
yeah,
they need new players.
it's
Just
so
Dan James is not going to be enough for them.
it's so weird that they haven't actually bought any players. Like if you
Hmm.
compare it to other clubs, I don't think Leeds really spends much on players.
No, and whoever Bielsa purchases, he like trains the guy for 6 months before playing him. So there's Rafinha. I think they had him last season, but he's been playing regularly this season only. He didn't
And
play
he
much last
scored
season.
some goals as well.
Yeah, he's a decent player. He's a handful.
Have you been watching any other leagues in
No
the
man, I mean,
absence?
I've been following some matches in some other leagues and generally following Xavi in his.
Yes. Why don't you enlighten us? Is Xavi a good manager for Gavi?
No, yeah, I'm sure he is, but it's just the soap opera of him coming there and the statements coming out is hilarious. Like
Dude, I have no idea. I don't follow
no, he
him.
comes in and he says, "What happened here?" Like people
What?
have just forgotten how to play football. I was here 6 months ago, and they have just forgotten how to do it.
Do what?
Just like whatever skills and football intelligence. Like it's obviously he was talking in Spanish, so
Hmm.
I don't think they have got the spirit of what he was saying. But from that copy, it appeared that he was shocked about how much lack of skill and whatever has just left the club. So he's like, oh, I have to pick up the pieces and I'm building again. These people don't pass properly, they don't dribble properly, they're not intelligent.
You are not going to teach a 20, 21-year-old how to dribble. Those skills are already in you or not in you. So,
Yeah, precisely. So yeah, it's a fun day at Barcelona, and they played Sevilla last night, and as a perfect result for I think for Madrid, it was a 1-1 draw.
yeah. I mean, if you look at the La Liga table, first of all, I think the biggest point of that is the underperformance of Atletico Madrid. They are just off the boil. And I watch their
Yeah,
games.
yeah, yeah.
They are not even like, they
I mean,
just
Ray Vallecano are clear of them. Come on.
but all of that will come down. But
Eh,
a gap of like 14 points
oh,
is
with
just
Real,
with Real
yes.
Madrid. That's just crazy, dude. With the squad Atletico have, like, I think they're just still partying with the
Hmm.
La Liga they won. And I was hoping that if Atletico don't win the league this season, Sevilla could. They're only 5 points off, and
But
that'll
I
be
mean, this you need a major collapse at Real Madrid to lose from here. I don't think even Madrid, Ancelotti are going to do that. I think they have
no
enough
five
players to
points
just.
at the halfway stage is not like come on, that's okay.
No, but who's chasing them? Sevilla
Sevilla,
are an okay team, dude. They are not so good to win like 10 games on the trot or something like that to really push them.
you think Barcelona will have a second half resurgence
Of course they will. Now that
now that
Xavi
they've
is there,
learned how to pass?
yes, they learn how to pass and eventually finish fourth.
What is this news? I thought it's a bankrupt club. Why are they being linked to Mbappe or like all sorts of people for 100 million, 200 million
No, but
fellows?
I mean, I'm not in the know. I don't remember names, but aren't they? Isn't there some sponsorship deal or some equity deal with
Oh,
someone?
with that CVC partners,
Yeah.
which they purposely screwed, and they spoke to the same guys to try and get a new deal. Now they're trying to convince everyone to get to their deal,
Mm.
which is like
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Anyway, are you following Serie A? No one's missing Antonio Conte or Lukaku.
I mean, Inter are on top. How did they manage that?
Uh,
I mean,
they are so good. I mean, I think Simone Inzaghi's team was playing way better than what Conte's team had played, and
okay.
they are fantastic. In fact, their possession stats are also high. I was reading in
Mhm.
a report, and Inter are scoring goals left, right, center. Inzaghi is a good manager. I mean, all this
Who
dubitacy.
are Inter playing in the Champions League? They.
Liverpool.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, Liverpool should win, but it'll be an interesting tie then.
Yeah, but Inzaghi is a good manager. At 5 years at Lazio, he actually did very, very well with
Mm.
literally almost no money. So he deserved the job at Inter. And Conte, obviously, he wanted to get
Right.
rid of toxins in his body or whatever after the Inter experience.
Yeah. And what about the great Mourinho? I recently saw Lord Smaldini score a goal and all that. Celebrate.
Dude, wait, I tweeted about it. That was Smalling's best performance ever. I have not seen
Was
Smalling play better than what he played
wow,
in that game.
amazing stuff.
He was credit where credit's due.
Mm.
Smalling was actually quite good in that game, and Smalling is like, I mean, he has first of all Mancini along with him, so he cleans up after Smalling.
Right.
But Smalling is, and but the problem with Smalling at Roma is that he is injured quite a bit. So his main aim is to just stay fit,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Mourinho does not play him even like if there's a midweek fixture, he's not playing. Smalling plays like at least with a gap of six,
So
7 days.
are Roma a serious candidate for top four?
Yes,
Okay.
for top four, but there's so many. There's Juventus, Atlanta, Roma.
Right.
There's Lazio, like all sorts of fellows trying to. There are three
Mm.
teams tied in the fifth position, you could say, which is Roma, Fiorentina, and Juventus.
All right.
And Roma had their first time in like 20 months they beat a team in top five, which was Atlanta, which
Oh.
is where you saw Smaldini score. So our man had his like mic drop moment. He said, "For 19 months, I keep hearing that Roma hasn't beaten a team in top five, top five. Well, I can
Wow.
tell you, it's been 20 minutes since they've not beaten a team in top five."
uh,
No one
box
expected,
office.
yeah, no one expected that. But Rome, I mean, if I can get on to Roma whenever, but dude, that's such a long project. It's as bad as Arsenal project in Premier League. So it will require some amount of patience, talent, which everyone is hoping each other has more than anything. But I think this
Correct.
will be Inter's season to lose. Lotaro is
Martinez.
killing it. Yeah.
Oh,
So
good.
yeah, who is second? Napoli was on top for some time, but then they just went off boil. You know what will be interesting? Barcelona play Napoli in
Champions
Europa
League, right?
League,
Sorry, Europa League, of course. Yeah.
and that will be. Let's see if
Yes.
the Gavis can pass because it will not be easy, and it all depends on Victor Osimhen.
All right.
So yeah, that going on. What is Bundesliga? So I'm sure Bayern are on top. I don't even
No,
want
that
to.
is the most boring league there is, dude. Like,
No,
I does
it's boring. It's not boring. You just
no
take out
boring in the sense
Bayern.
that football is great, but Bayern are so dominant that it's not that much fun to follow. The Der Klassiker, which we spoke about last month, was an example about how dominant Bayern are. That even bloody referees support them. Seem to support them rather.
Referees are covering.
Yeah.
Look, I just looked at the table. Bayern are 17 games played, 43 points, and Dortmund are second, 17 games played, 34. It's over.
Yeah, man. It's like 9 points at this stage. Who's going to catch up?
Third is Freiburg. Dude, what is going on here?
No, but Bundesliga always throws up these random teams, right? Their top four always is very unstable, which is a good thing. It's good stability.
The team which I was following, or I hope will do well, is Munchen Gladbach, and they are at 17 games, 19 points. So the lesser spoken about them, the better. Yeah, man. Over the now Christmas break is there, no? I think Serie A will finish today, and then there's Christmas break. So we basically have to rely only on Premier League entertainment.
Yes. Let's hope we have a blockbuster Boxing Day as we usually have.
We will talk about it after the break. Stay tuned to Football Twaddle.
Have you ever wondered where the business world is headed? How the ways in which we create, market, and sell to consumers will evolve? Or if we'll ever go back to wearing pants while working? For answers to all of this and more, tune into Advertising is Dead with me, Varun Dugirala. Every Tuesday, as I talk to entrepreneurs, leaders, and change makers from across business, media, marketing, and beyond. You can catch all episodes of Advertising is Dead on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcast from.
All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. We were talking about blockbuster weekend and Christmas, but Yash, before that, which player impressed you over the weekend?
Man, it has to be Harry Kane by scoring an impressive goal and managing to stay on the pitch.
There were 4 games. Shit, this is actually so bad. There were 6 games which were cancelled by Premier League. There were only 4 games.
Yeah, so that's why we don't have anything to talk about apart from the one game, right?
Oh, dude. So you're talking about Harry Kane? Is Martinelli the only guy? Like, screw it, man. I'm going to choose Chris Smalling. He is my player of the week. And he has made a commitment to we Roma fans that he will stay fit and try and play games because he's missed too many of them. Even though Tammy, the Italian commentary is so good. Tammy, small thing. It's like they just got some translator from UN. Wow. They can pronounce Eastern European names properly, but when it comes to English names, they have a problem. Tommy, small thing, and all of that. But whatever, it's just too much fun. Oh, there was one more rumor that Ruben Loftus-Cheek is like Mo is eyeing Loftus-Cheek loan deal, and he's getting Tommy to lure Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Roma.
Oh yeah, it will be a good move. I mean, I don't think your Chelsea plays Loftus-Cheek too much, right? I mean, I don't think he starts much for Chelsea.
Well, Thomas Tuchel doesn't want to play any youngsters. Finally, after Premier League said, no, we are continuing, he drafted all these academy fellows even for training. Probably because all of them said it's a personal choice and we did not get the vaccine. He got really scared. He's like, oh shit. But anyway, let's just hope that the weekend continues and there are some games. So looking forward, Yash. Please don't tell me your game of the weekend is Norwich versus Arsenal.
Of course. How did you guess? How did you not guess?
Why is it Norwich versus Arsenal?
No, because this is the Arteta wave. I'm sure we'll see the CFL rich Arsenal destroy Norwich and new players score. Maybe Ben White will score as the new captain.
No, come on. I mean, I'm just hoping I don't want to watch.
Tomiyasu also scores.
You're just hoping everyone scores. Do you even watch AFTV anymore?
Sometimes I do. I mean, I'm not an ardent fan like I used to.
You mean when they lose?
No, but I no, but at the beginning of the season when they were losing, it was sad anyway because there's no hope. There has to be real hope, and then they have to lose. Then it's
correct. Yeah, I stopped watching Goldbridge also for like last 1 month. Because I don't know what he talks about now. It will be interesting to go on his timeline and check because if games are cancelled for 2 weeks, what is he talking about?
But I'm sure he can find something. If someone talks on the webcam for 4 hours a day anyway, then Sure,
He
you
starts
find.
off with "Good evening, everyone. Big news coming out of Manchester. Paul Pogba walked 5 steps. What does it mean for the club?" Yeah, so that's happening. But I don't want to. This is not my game of the week. But I just hope Newcastle get through the Manchester United game, and they played like Liverpool and what do you call? Then they played City. Now Manchester
Hmm.
United. We are not getting the good games, and we're just
Yeah,
deflating our
but I mean,
man.
Manchester United haven't played football in a while, so we
Dude,
don't know what to
Newcastle haven't
expect.
played it for like 3 years. Sorry, but I don't want to watch that. But I will be interested
Mhm.
in watching Aston Villa versus Chelsea. It's time
Hmm.
to back Thomas Tuchel and the boys. They've been having a bit of a rough patch,
Okay.
and like, but they need to keep pace with the top. Freaking
Absolutely. Yeah. Come on. Come
Manchester
on.
City is relentless.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable what this machine Pep has
Let's hope
created.
Leicester get the better of them this weekend, man.
They are not.
It's been a
Even
while.
you know, heart of hearts, even how much ever you hope that ain't happening. But dude,
Let's go, Brendan.
even Brendan doesn't believe in it. But yeah, so Aston Villa versus Chelsea, man, I hope they do something. Like if you
Yeah,
look at the table, they are already 6 points off. They can't like afford to lose more distance to City because
that's true.
and City
It'll happen, man. I mean, City have to drop points at some stage.
dude,
It's about staying in the
every
distance.
year we say that,
Hmm.
and they literally come up with 95, 97 points this season
I see.
with or without Benjamin Mendy.
Okay.
And did you read that news, by the way?
About him being in
Benjamin
jail.
Mendy has been charged with one more charge of rape.
Oh God, this is so sad. I mean,
No, the bigger news is Manchester City knew that he was going to be charged, yet they played him for 6 months, 7 months.
uh, well, what can you say?
That oil money is not good if it's not Russian.
Seriously.
Yeah, so Aston Villa versus Chelsea, I think that should be a good game. And given how badly Chelsea are playing these days, I
Mhm.
think there is some hope that we will beat Steven Gerrard's team.
Yeah, show him his place.
Yeah. What else is there? Let's see what are the other games. Like we have to take into contingency also we have to take into account if this gets solved.
No, but it's Christmas time, right? Christmas time only the bloody English play. Rest of them have a chutti.
No, I'm talking about in England
I mean,
only.
oh, it's in the Brighton Brentford, dude. It's going to be a classic.
Yeah, it's going to be better than Wolves Watford for sure. Oh, our club, Newcastle, have made a move for Brighton's like football operations guy, whatever, director of football.
That's a good move. Brighton are a pretty solid team. They
Yes.
have been functioning very well. I hope this
I just
happens.
hope that we can see the fruits of this labor in the Premier League because I don't know
Yeah.
where to stream championship, not Champions League, championship from. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while.
And
I
did you
mean,
also read that Sony and Z now have combined to create 2 shitty apps instead of one?
well, I mean, yeah. So it makes it easier, you know. I mean, there are not too many things that you're streaming on them. Maybe the content will improve.
No, they need one working app. Like Sony Live is the worst. I'm going to
Yeah, it's
tag
the worst. Let's hope that.
those people.
But there's no sports on Z, right?
No, there's not. But their Z5 is as bad as Sony Live.
Why do you watch Z5?
Oh, there was this friends reunion on Z5. That's when we had taken
Oh, I
one
see.
annual plan, and then everyone in the
Right.
family sharing it, whatever.
Okay.
And I have a feeling that
Yeah, I had no idea Z's app was this bad because I never used it.
yeah, but you know how bad Sony Live is.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah, man, they should do something about it. You think we abusing them will either get us some sort of sponsorship or
They should. We'll shut up about them if they give us money.
we are like Prashant Bhushan of the football world. We are blackmailing people. All right. Yes, I'm going to see you on over the weekend. Obviously, there is going to be no matches on the 25th, which is a disappointment.
Hmm.
But Merry Christmas to you, Andrew, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas world.
Merry Christmas world, yes. And parting notes is I just read on Twitter someone I follow saying that BKC may there is Geo World Drive, Geo World One. They own 2 buildings plus they have a Geo World Square. Seth owns BKC, so there is like
What the even?
dude, like he owns now Woot also, no? He's now
Right.
so we are hoping that we just being cozy, nice, being cozy to the powers to be will do good
Yeah.
for us.
Absolutely. Let's hope.
Yes.
So. Fingers
On
crossed.
that note, take care, Yash.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Advertising is Dead, Varun talks to Anmol Gill, Head of Consumer Marketing at Bacardi India. They discuss the alco-bev industry, role of culture and marketing, and a whole lot more. On the Storytellers and Storysellers podcast, Vineet talks to Ambi and Bindu Subramanian about the Sapa School of Music. They aim to make music learning more fun and accessible. Why is Google refusing to pull down a pro-suicide website? The Press Decode hosts analyze this piece of news. On Ikka Dukka Economy, Abhinav and Dr. Bharat Junjunwala cover everything there is to learn about IPOs. And on Say No to Drama, Chetna talks about how what-ifs could be a major barrier to most of your problems. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Go check out our YouTube channels. We go live on a whole bunch of different things. We have a number of different channels. You can find them on ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week. Cred, Bank of Baroda, CoinSwitch Kuber, Intel, and Oxfam India. Thank you for making this possible.
Eventually, you'll see the end of your childhood,
Get accustomed to womanhood.
enjoy the experience of sisterhood,
Might get to wifehood
or not, choose motherhood,
or not. You'll learn to define your personhood.
earn a livelihood,
Change the neighborhood.
and get rid of the falsehood that life post-academia is easy.
So join me, Ritasha,
And me, Ayushi,
on a journey from station starting point.
to station, what now?
Next station, Pudin station, and hopefully, Agla station, adulthood.
Fresh episodes out every Thursday.